Good afternoon, guys. What's happening? It's been a while since you've seen in here. Been working away a lot. But today, I'm finishing up the wiring on the giant RC truck. So this is the truck here. Bring you in a bit. Double axle, there's the motor, brake, there, fuel tanks. Then up front, we've got the steering mechanism there. That's the motor what drives it. We've got the little side steps. And I've been doing a bit of work on this. I've got the front bumper there, rear bumper there. Started wiring on that, which I'll show you in a bit. But I've not worked on this now for about 7 years. I started building this back in November 2013, I think it was. Made a new shirt look, which I'll show you that later as well. So yeah, started building that back in November 2013. Spent about 8 months, 9 months getting it to the point where it were almost finished, which I'll put a couple of pictures on screen here just to show you what it looked like. And then it got left, it got put to one side, because back then I didn't have the understanding of electronics what I do now. So that's what held me up, the electronics, getting it all to work. So that's what we're going to be working on. I've got a bit more wiring to do, and then loads of switches, controls, all that kind of thing. And we'll see how far we get. I've got about 4 or 5 hours to crack on, so. But you can see we're a bit of a mess in here. Got crap everywhere. Orbeez, look, all sorts of crap in here. So I'll have a quick tidy up, and then we can jump on bench and we can get to it. So this is where we've got to. We've got everything wired up into some kind of harness. Front bumper there. I've got my lights, indicators, running lights. On the rear, let me flip it over so you can see it. Indicator, brake, reverse. That's part of the brake. That triangle there is part of the indicator. Then I've got a couple of running lights. Them 4 holes for a big towing hitch. That sits there. So that's where we're at. That's them sorted. So I need to get those side steps off now. So I've got a few lights in them. They need wiring up. And then we're going to crack on some other little bits. Right, let's get these off. It'd help if I had it right way. There we go. I should be able to get in with drill on this one. Beauty. There we go, that's one off. You can see all the lights inside, so we've just got all these to wire up. It's going to be a bit tricky to get in, but I'm sure we can do it. We got the lights off there, a couple of big air horns. When I were building the chassis, this is all lightweight aluminium as well. I ran a couple of bits of rope through, and they go all the way up into the inside there. So when I'm running my wiring harness, I can pull it all through the chassis. I don't know how wheels are so muddy. It hasn't been used. Right, let's start with this one. I've got all my bits and pieces here. All my different wiring, all my fixings. So let's just crack on, get it done. Yeah, it's going to be a bit tricky as this, but I'm sure we'll manage it. Oh, that makes it easier. Let's pop them all out. I forgot they did that. Right, I can wire them all up here, leave plenty of slack on them, and stick them all back in. I forget what colour these are. Let me find a battery and I'll have a quick look. Right, found myself a little 12-volt battery, and these are blue. I don't know if it'll pick that up, but you ever stuck your tongue on one of them? Gives you a little sap. Let's get these wired up. Sorted. Right. Bit of the old heat shrink. Can't beat that stuff. So that's 3 bulbs done. I've only got 60 more. Well, might not be 60, but it won't be far off. Right, let's crack on. That's all the lights back in there. And they're the 2 connectors what will connect to the second set. Let's flip her over. So as you can see, they're all in. I'll see if I can hook up the battery and just show you them. There we go, that's just connected to the little battery there. As you can see, they're all on. Right, let's do the next one. It's getting a bit nippy in here. Put a jumper on. It's freezing. Right, let's grab a jumper. I didn't show you the shirt, did I? Ah, build it with Rob. Don't worry about that bit, I spilled a bit, I think. Ah, sexy, sexy. Right, I'll show you how I made this. I'll put it on screen now. That's the second one all wired up. They're the connectors what go into there. And then we've got a bit of excess cable there what's going to run to the wiring harness in the centre of the truck. So let's get these back on the truck now and we'll see if we can get them hooked up. You got to sing to yourself. So I can't put radio on, I'll get copywritten. Copyrighted, copywritten. Yeah, well, I know what I mean. Right, let's see if we can get in with drill. Right. I've left plenty of slack on these. I don't want them getting in the way. Right, what we're saying here. Neutral to neutral. That's going to go up into the main section. And that'll go to the wiring harness. Just what you need. Pissing it down. That's why we never get any work done on Hummer. So it's bloody raining. Right, let's get this front bumper mounted. Get it back on the body. It sits pretty low to the floor, does this. I designed it that way. Let's equal it out either side. You can see there just how low it is to the ground. That will race up about 10 mil once I get some air in tyre, but so that's the front bumper on. Now these are the harness, all labelled up. I'm going to have to feed that through there all the way back to meet up with that one there from the steps. So let's get that done. Right. Oof, I didn't leave much on them, did I? I'm going to have to extend some of those, I think. Got plenty on that one. Right, that's done. We'll get the rear bumper on now and then we'll run those cables. We've got the wiring harness taped onto this bit of rope here. I'm going to attempt to pull it all through the chassis to where I need it. got to try and get all this wiring hidden inside, so it's out of the way. Let's pull a bit of the slack through. Right, that's pretty much in place where it needs to be. So just to hold it in place, I'm going to put this hitch back on, and that'll keep it there. That's the rear bumper on now, in place. Now, you'll notice it's not fixed on ends, because what I'm going to do is drill some small holes and just put a couple of rivets in just to hold it. But I won't be doing that today, because it might have to come back off yet, I don't know. Right, that's sorted. We've got the wiring where we need it. So let me grab a battery, I'll put this down on the floor, get it set up, and I'll show you when turning on. First up should be headlights. So all the bottom lights are working, but not the main headlight themselves. Okay. Next we've got the right hand indicator. Oh, only 2 of them are on. That needs to be fixed. And then we've got the left hand indicator. And all 3 of them are on. Right, let's try the steps. Yep, they're good. Try this side as well. What we got? There we go. Yep, they're good. Sorted. First up is the right hand indicator. Ah, that's no good. So we've only got 1 out of 3 working there. Right, that needs looking at. And next we've got brake lights. Oh, it looks like we've got a single bulb out on that one. Right, that needs looking at. Next we have got reverse lights. Oh, okay, we've only got 1 bulb working there, and the 2 sides aren't working. Bloody hell, we're not doing well here, are we? Left hand indicator. Ah, well, them 3 work. Right. Right, it looks like we've got a few issues with a bit of that wiring, so them bumpers are going to come back off. We're going to strip them back down and we're going to have a look at that. That's no good. But some of them are working, so we did somewhat right at least. Right, well, I don't think I've got time to do that today. I might, yeah, I'll put the body on it, so you see it with the body on. I might put the exhaust on as well, I don't know. We'll have a look, see how far we get. Right, I've got all the body here now, so let's get this put on, and you'll see how it looks. Nice tight fit. That's what we want. Right, let's get the second part. That sits about there. Mirrored windows. Don't want a bit of a wipe, they're filthy. Right, so next is the front end. Right. Bear with with me while I try and screw something wrong hand. Right. It's easier to do when the front bumper's not on, but I'll speed this up during editing so it's not so boring. Right, that's all screwed up. Just lining it up correctly. Two horns, these go on top of the cab. Put that down, try not to scratch it. These are held in place by a bolt on the inside, which you gain access through two side doors. That's one. That's two. Got my two bolts here. So open the door on the side. You need long arms for this. That's one. See if I can get this one. And that's two. It wants a quick wipe, it's a bit dusty. So what do you think? Pretty sexy, right? Yes. That is one bad truck. So these are the doors. There's no handle on it at the moment. So that's where all the electronics and the batteries will be. Look at that, eh? Beauty. Look at the paint job. All sparkly. So the fuel tanks down there, they need to be chromed up to match the chrome everywhere else. Let me take you around the back. So we've got the D handles each side and one on top. On the base here is where you stand to control it if you want to, or you can just walk behind it. Now I've got a bit of checker plate material here, which sits on there. That's for that. And I've got a small piece just to go across there as well to fill in that gap. I think that's going to do it for today, guys. As you can see outside, it's pretty dark. It's about 8:30 Sunday night, so I best pack it in. Don't want to upset neighbours or out. But yeah, what a beast. Beauty. If you want to watch the video on how it was built, I'll put a link here. If you want to watch a video on how the fiberglass shell's made, I'll put a link here. There's a truck build playlist. You'll see all the videos in there. This will be added to it. Not a bad day. Not a bad day. I'm happy with that. Shame about them electrics, but you know, these things happen. I'll strip it back down. I'll fix that, not a problem. Right guys, I think that's it. Thanks for watching. See you later.